Wait, since we
masculine
breaking
feminine.
stereotypes,
Yeah.
like not every young female is a young dumb stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Like all of us
Boom.
are not
There you
stupid
go.
bitches.
No, you
Like
guys
some of
aren't
us.
stupid. It's the older you get, the wiser you get. That's all it
Okay,
is.
okay, but
Not really.
It's
It
not.
doesn't-
You're not stupid. I'm sorry if that was me that said that.
right.
I want to
but-
be very clear on that.
Okay, I didn't say it was you, but like I
Well,
was saying,
go ahead.
basically, like everybody that's young is not stupid. A lot of us are ambitious and smart. Like just because you got played a few times or you got tried, that doesn't mean I'm gonna get played. Like just because we had the same age at the same time, like that makes no sense. Like
I've noticed that older women use that as a shaming tactic to men anytime they date a woman in their 20s. And the thing is this, ladies, it's biological. Just like you want a man that's taller than you and makes money and is successful and has security, men want young, beautiful women. If you're in your 30s, sorry to the ladies here at the table, you ain't going to be able to compete with the 21-year-olds. It's a fact. Sorry. Like
Your money.
Mother Nature gives you your gifts and Father Time takes it away, baby. So it is what it is. And that's the
Well,
truth.
I met women in their 20s that look like they're 40. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That does not matter. It does
okay.
not matter.
You
It's
can
how
say
you carry
nobody
yourself,
that's cool.
how you look,
That's
how
cool.
you project yourself, and how you make a
Okay,
man
that's
feel.
cool. That's cool. But
Can
again,
I-
what did I say
can I say
before?
something?
I said reality doesn't adhere to social constructs. On paper, we tell people it's okay, baby girl. You get older, it's okay. You're still gonna be beautiful, whatever. The men are still gonna go after the younger women. It is what it is. It's the
Okay.
truth. It's the truth of reality.
But it's what she's saying. It doesn't make younger women seem stupid.
No, but
Like,
when we
it's
mentioned
like-
that earlier, because she
exactly.
said, "Hey, I make a lot of money. I want a successful man, whatever." I said, "Well, why is he going to sit there and have to tolerate your traditional femininity when he can go ahead and get a girl that's always feminine, that's younger and more coachable?"
I'm actually
Why?
talking to
God,
somebody
what is
who makes a good like 3-4 million a year. He
Okay.
owns
Do you have a ring
everything.
yet?
No, I didn't.
Then you didn't
but-
win.
No,
I
listen,
don't care.
Listen,
Like, yo, if you
let
don't
me
have a ring, you don't
finish.
win.
Let me finish. Whenever
Go
he
ahead.
asked me, because he's 36, he asked me, he's like, "How old are you?" And I was like 32. He was like, "Perfect." He's like, "I don't like anybody under 28." And that's
Cap.
just his preference. No,
Cap.
look, that's just his preference. You don't
Cap.
know. You don't know.
No.
You
Cap.
just don't know.
See,
All your
see,
opinion
Men will
based.
say,
So
men
this
will
is
say what it
opinion.
takes. See,
Like,
you guys are so
opinions.
Yeah.
like ingrained in
Yeah.
like your reality.
So y'all
Yo,
liars.
men will say what they need to say to get laid.
Yeah,
he
that's
probably
not true.
banged the 21-year-old right after fucking with you.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
truth, man.
Not everyone's a piece
Men-
of shit man. There's good men
I
out there
mean,
that
I
don't
don't
do what
doubt
you
it.
do.
Hold on.
Plus, anyway,
Hold on,
there
hold
can
on.
be
He probably
30-something-year-old women that look way better than
Hold on.
the
What makes a man
Sorry.
a piece of shit for wanting to have sex with women?
Like,
No, nothing. But if
So
that's
that-
like all you want out of a woman, then
you're
what
just
the
looking
fuck
at
are
the
you doing?
age. Okay,
Just the
like,
age. If you're just
you're looking
trying
at
to
the
fuck her
age?
because she's young, like
No.
No.
Here's the thing.
that's just-
You seem to have a lot of issues with what we're saying. Hey, man.
yes, I
it's-
do.
Yeah, and that's fine. You could be triggered. You can be
I'm
triggered
not
about
triggered.
what we're
I'm
saying.
just answering your questions.
No, well, here's the thing. You're saying, "Oh, well, you're a piece of shit because you want to have sex with other women."
Pretty triggered.
Hey, just like you want a man that's secure financially, tall, confident, everything else like that. Men have preferences and wants too.
That's
We
okay.
want young, attractive, agreeable women that are in shape, that are going to follow our lead and not give us a headache. Period.
You can't talk for the whole male population. You're
that is
talking
one,
for yourself.
Hold on. No.
The majority of
Because
their-
I'm not gonna lie,
That has
most
nothing to do
wives
with the
I know
age.
that the ones
I'ma
with
be-
the ring on the finger are not what you just
I'm a-
described.
I'm-
They're
I'm-
a pain in the ass.
I'm gonna be real. I mean, obviously, I think that I agree with a lot of stuff that Myron and Fresh is saying, because at the end of the day, they wouldn't be this popular if the majority of the men didn't agree. I don't really know too
Yeah.
many channels that are as big as them, to be honest. I mean, I think you guys could, try to be indifferent, but I mean, I became a fan of the show because of the stuff y'all was talking, because I never really seen no one on the internet like bold enough to say these things.
Keep it
So,
real.
I mean, you guys are here because what? It's an interesting show.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Question: How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay. So you're 22 years old. The thing is this: are you in college right now?
I just graduated actually.
Where'd you go?
FSU. Go
Okay.
Bulls.
So congratulations on
Thank you.
on graduating. The thing is this, man. The reason why these concepts that we say sound foreign to you is because if men speak like this, they get canceled.
Yeah.
They get considered misogynist, assholes, toxic, insecure, small dick energy, whatever it is. Very few men are going to tell the truth about what they're actually aroused by in women, because it's politically incorrect to say anything that, how do I say this, tells the uncomfortable truths about sexuality. When a woman says, "I want a man that makes this much money, is this tall," whatever, it's considered preferences. If a man says, "I don't want to date no old woman that's going to be an obnoxious, assertive, whatever it is,"
You're
it's
insecure.
considered discrimination or small dick energy. The reason why we have almost 12,000 live viewers right now at 12:30 in the morning is because men think like this. You guys think we're way more complex than we really are. Men are simple. Sex silent sandwiches, man. Real talk. That's why a lot of these women that you mentioned, they're fives. They're not even that attractive. How'd they get married? Because they're compliant.
Yeah.
That's how you get a ring, is by being compliant. Men, when it comes to marriage and a long-term commitment and a real relationship, they don't want a woman that's going to be quarrelsome. It's in every religious text. Quarrelsome women cause issues. We want peaceful women
Proverbs.
that are going to be with
Yep.
our program and not give us a headache.
My favorite
You're
book in
entitled
the
to your
Bible.
opinion, but you're not entitled to a ring either. So you can have your opinion by yourself.
I
So-
agree to everything you're saying. But
Yeah, go ahead.
I do agree with everything you're saying, but I have never disagreed on that. I've always said woman, be submissive to your man, all this, but that has nothing to do with just have something going on for yourself.
No,
for
you
your
can.
life. That has nothing to do
I'm
with
just
how I
simply
treat my
saying-
man and how I
okay.
make my man feel and how
I'm just saying
you know?
your career doesn't make you sexier.
I
Yeah.
don't
That's
know
what I'm
who
telling
said
you.
that. I don't know
Women
who
don't
said
have
that.
a career
No.
to be
Who said
sexier.
that?
That's what I
don't know
wanted
who
to
even
say.
said
No,
that.
hold on, hold on.
think that's
Sexy,
right.
that's
When I
to
said
be
earlier,
independent.
when I mentioned a high value woman does not exist by her own, all of you started throwing your careers and your financial accolades at me
Yeah, you did.
as
Not-
if it
not
was
a lot
something
of
that was
us.
attractive. Well, I make this much money, blah, blah, blah. You led with your career, which, hey, if you're a guy, that might work. But as a man, we don't care how much money y'all make.
We don't do it for the
That's the
men.
truth.
We have our career for ourselves. We're not trying to impress you by being millionaires. We're
So
doing
why'd
it
you
for
guys bring that up
ourselves.
immediately
Yeah.
after when I
Like,
said a
because
high value woman
Because
doesn't
maybe
exist by
that's what
herself?
we consider a
Yeah,
high value
I
woman.
consider myself a
consider
high-value woman.
somebody
All right.
So,
who
so,
has morals.
so tell me,
who
hold on,
is
ladies,
educated, who
ladies,
has a
ladies.
career.
If you're viable to the consumer, right? So we are the consumer. We're men. So if you're viable, that means you have certain traits that we value, and that's what makes you high value to us, not to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Me
I mean, I have a
personally,
great
Ooh,
ass.
but
let me
I
ask
think
you,
that's
that's
a
for the
high
ladies.
That's pretty good, Chris.
Let me,
My
I got a
value-
question. I got a question for the ladies. Like, what do y'all think considers makes y'all high value?
Ooh.
Like, for like just as a from y'all
Individually-
perception, like, yeah.
Individually or as a group of women?
no, let's
No,
go-
no,
let's
no,
go on
just
the
like,
table.
just yeah, like 'cause
Individually.
I
You're saying about
want to
yourself?
know, like,
Like-
for real, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Okay.
what do you
So-
consider high value as yourself as a woman?
Standards.
Okay.
Having standards. Like I'll set my
I
standards,
respect
and
that.
if you don't meet them, then you can't have me.
Yeah, but you have to meet. your
Well,
man's
I thought
standards
you meant
too,
like
huh?
I thought you meant like your own
Yeah.
standards, like
Yeah,
how you
that-
carry yourself,
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly.
or like
what I
how
mean.
you carry yourself, like your own morals.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you high value? Or do you even believe that concept?
I play the fifth.
Okay. What makes you high value?
I think I just have to feel comfortable with who I am, and I have to be, in God's eyes, like just a good person. That's what makes me high value.
Okay.
As long as I'm not hurting nobody, as long as I'm loving myself, as long as I'm taking care of myself and my family, that's all that matters. I could give a shit less what anybody else says.
Hold on. I want to add to that question. Let's go back here real quick. What do you bring to the table for a guy that you want?
I know how to take care of a man. Like, for example, I'm in a relationship right now, and I know that this man has like
I'm in a relationship guy.
blown up because of me, because I'm taking care of all his basic needs so that he can do whatever he is best at. Like, I am doing whatever I am best at so that he can do whatever he is best at. And then we both grew up together, you know? Like, he's not going to cook for himself or clean for himself, but if I'm doing that and I'm like taking care of him in other ways, he can do whatever he's best at, and that takes us together to another level. That's
Okay,
what
so you
I
help with the
believe.
small things.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
What I bring to the table, I bring the basic shit like cook, clean, suck, fuck, all that extra stuff. But what I really bring to the table, besides what all the other bitches could do, like I could actually listen to you, see what you're talking about, respond. I can actually give you a thought out opinion without like my feelings all in it. Like even if I disagree, I could tell you why I disagree, and I see why you agree with what you agree with. Like I'm not just linear. Like
Okay. What do you bring to the table?
I like to understand a lot. So I'll definitely try to hear you out and get to know you and get why you're the way you are. I love to share moments big and small. I do love to cook for myself and for my people. I love to take care of people. It's a lot. It's a lot that I can do for anybody. It's just how I love myself, I'm gonna love you. If I love myself a lot, I'm gonna love you way more. That's all it is.
Okay. And what makes you high value, and then what do you bring to the table?
I would say I bring to the table a lot of knowledge. I'm loyal. I cook really well. I'm a great chef. I'm very adventurous, spontaneous. I am very open to a lot of different opportunities and things. Great listener. And even if I didn't bring anything to the table, I'm still high value. I can bring dirt to the table, and there's still a line of men waiting outside the door just to talk to me, and I can offer jack shit.
Okay, I'm gonna break that down later after this.
Well, when we get to a certain point, like I'm a freak. Like I'll wake you up sucking your dick and cook and have breakfast ready. But also too, like, cause I'm about my money. I want to know what are we gonna do, and like let me flip it. Like I said, I've
girl,
always been an
yes.
investment. Invest your time,
Grow
love me,
together.
be correct. Come correct. I'm not even telling you be faithful, cause like I said, what you do with someone else is your business. You know, me, I act different because I am a woman. I'm not for everybody. I am exclusive, and I have no problem with that. But you know, I know I'm a high value because of the energy I bring. Like there's not very people that as genuine and loyal as me. And the things that I've overcame, like my strength, I can overcome many obstacles. I'm wise beyond my years.
Okay.
Question: would you say you're okay with being cheated on?
If it's like an agreement, it's not cheated. It's a respect level. Like if I'm at this level, like
Merch.
As a woman, you always it just depends. Like you have like I've been different in all my relationships. You just have to bring to the table whatever your man needs at the time.
Okay.
Like it can change from time to time, but you need to bring to the table whatever the fuck he needs at the time he needs it.
And you would consider yourself high value?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I've tried my best at least to be that. You know, sometimes they might need a listener, sometimes they might need a friend. Like you're supposed to give that, you know, to
Okay.
them.
All right. Next.
I just like to be honest, loyal, and just stick with my man, the man I decide to be with, not on a date. Talking about my man, I will ride with you till the end, no matter what, because I've been through it, been there, done that, so I know. And I'm always gonna be there by your side, side to side. And the people that know me here, that are seeing me, they know. The people trust me. Like you just need a ride or die person to have a real relationship with. Somebody that you know that's gonna ride with you through good, thick, everything. Because
Right.
I'm
about
about to piss off all the girls at the table after this, man. I'm about to piss them all off, but I'm gonna say
and
it.
give them a good sex and give them
Don't
what
do
they
it.
need
Okay.
and make them have fun and everything gets boring and
All
spice
right.
it up all the time.
Okay. Cool. Maya.
I would say high value would be someone who's very honest and loyal and can be themselves. Also, what you have to offer and bring to the table. Like, I consider, bringing to the table someone that's going to take care of their man, cook, clean, benefit them, help them grow, make them happy. Like, if you don't offer those things, then there's many other options out there that can. It's just you just have to offer like the best for your man, or you're just like every other bitch then.
That's the basic. Cook,
Be
clean.
different.
That's just
The bare minimum.
the bare minimum. Exactly.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
basic.
like
That's not.
there's nothing wrong with being like a great girl for your dude and like cooking and cleaning for them and wanting to grow with them. That's not basic. That's just being a traditional woman, and that's what you were taught to do, and that's the reality of it.
Cool.
I feel it brings substance and loyalty and basic needs, like you said, cooking, cleaning, to help them grow.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Awesome. Ready to
Papier,
rumble.
or Papier, Ron, you guys got anything before I go into this?
I actually do before you
Yeah,
say
go ahead.
something. So like I'm not trying to like piss you off, but you said something like, oh like I'm different or whatever. Like at the end of the day, I know that we all think that we're different, and we're all different in our own way. We really are. But I feel like women need to stop being like, oh, you'll never find anybody like me, because like us, there's a million out there. Like it depends on like the connection that you have with the guy, and the guy like chooses us and we choose them. But just like me, just like you, just like you, there's millions of girls that are just like us that guys can choose from. So I don't really agree with that term of like I'm different or I'm this or I'm that.
It's the chemistry
Okay.
and whatever
It's
connection
confidence.
you
If
have
you're
with the
confident,
person.
you have a chemistry with
A guy
someone.
cannot
Alright.
take you seriously, and the next one will take you seriously.
Go, Papier. Go
I
ahead.
feel like a woman's value just goes in her like just her chastity, her morals, her pureness.
Yes.
It's like it's like if you go to other countries, like I was in Istanbul, Turkey. I travel a lot, I travel the world a lot. And it's crazy because in those cultures it's like they take purity in women very seriously. This girl, she was telling me about like if I don't know how long ago it was, but she was saying when she was growing up, if you was in a wedlock, like you had a kid without being married, like your family disowns you.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Muslim
saying?
countries, man, they
Yeah.
don't fuck around.
They don't play.
So I think a woman's value is just her purity, bro. Like how like how pure are you? What's your moral standard? You know, how you carry yourself. That's really valuable.
AK, that
at-
Louis Vuitton bag
'cause
can't
at-
be bought for less than $10,000.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, with women and money and careers and stuff, it's like, for instance, like, you know, a stripper could make 200, 300, 400,000 a year. You know, she makes a lot of money, but that doesn't mean she's valuable. Look at her moral ethics. Look at her moral code. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? Who is a man, like a man with substance of value, who's going to take more serious, a stripper or just a girl like that's just regular but has a very high level of a moral code and ethics and purity?
I think purity has more to do with children than it does with women.
With children.
Yeah,
But that's intrinsically
because-
tied to your duty as a woman is to create
wait,
children.
But wait, what do you mean?
No, I'm
like
saying
in
like
children?
purity to describe a woman, I think is different. Like, what do you define as pure? Because I think children represent purity, and women aren't children. We're grown women. You know, what about us has to be pure?
I mean, I think it's crazy to think that you only people that could be pure are children.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you could be
yeah.
a pure human. You know, not everybody.
But
is,
what does that mean? Like, what does that mean to you, pure?
I mean,
I'm just not
someone-
understanding.
Like I said, someone who has a high level of moral code.
That she's not been
Okay.
around and she hasn't been with just everybody,
like,
and she.
I don't-
like-
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't fuck with
I
too many
wouldn't.
dudes that
No.
have. No, I'm not finished. I wouldn't fuck with too many dudes that their moral code is way off the scale. If you'd have been in all types of threesomes and
I
crazy
agree.
shit, that's not my lifestyle,
Yeah.
and you
I-
can stay
I-
over there.
Yeah.
I was giving an example. you know what I'm
I
saying?
got
Like,
what you said. I got
But
what
I'm
We
just
got
giving
you,
an
but we
ex-
have.
She's
Wait,
saying
wait,
it's the
wait.
same thing for her.
Yeah, I'm
Excuse
saying
me?
it's the
She's
same
saying
thing
the
you
same
saying.
thing,
I'm
yeah.
the same way on this
Yeah.
side of the table. Like,
So you don't think it's possible for a woman to be pure? Is that what you're saying?
no,
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
no,
say
no,
that.
I
What
think
I'm
that- yeah.
answering is you saying you don't like bitches who's not moral like that. I don't like niggas who not
Is
that
that what
moral
I,
like that
that's
either.
that's not what I said.
Females, you get what I'm saying?
What
obviously.
I said is I gave an example. I gave an example
Okay,
of,
but
of two different
basically-
genres of women.
Okay, I heard
And
you.
I said, what do you think a man of substance is going to choose? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but
what
you
are
answered it
gonna
already.
choose?
We heard
You
you.
said you wanted a woman with purity and that had morals and stuff
He's
like
going
that.
to
what I
choose a
said
better
is
time.
what I said is what I believe a high value woman is.
Mm.
Someone who has a high level of
He
moral
did not
code.
express himself.
I never said that I
the
needed.
right way.
I never
but
said that I need
Somebody
a.
that's not for the
understand.
I never said I need a perfect woman. I'm not perfect.
We didn't say that either.
So then what are you saying?
I'm saying that I don't like men that have a different moral code. I'm saying if you slut it out as a dude, I think that's like some carrier behavior. No, I don't fuck with that.
It's a what behavior?
Carrier behavior.
What's carrier?
STI
STDs.
carrier behavior.
Like
Oh my
spiritual
gosh.
like spiritual diseases, sexual
transmitted.
diseases.
Who said
like-
I was slutted out?
I didn't say you were. I
Oh,
said
okay. I
Ben.
thought it was directed
I'm not
towards
attacking
me.
you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was directed
Well,
towards me.
She's
I
saying
mean,
it's the same for her.
I'll be an asshole here. A man that can have threesomes with a lot of women brings value to some degree, whereas a woman that has sex with a lot of dudes loses her value to
Yes,
some
it
degree.
is true.
That's
That
so
is
it's
true. That is very
a
true.
promiscuous man is not the same as a
That is
promiscuous
very
woman whatsoever. So
Right.
okay, so I'll say this real quick. So that's sexist?
Yeah.
Reality.
about-
we
wait,
gotta,
wait,
we gotta
hold on.
value ourselves
Wait,
more.
wait.
We do.
Hold on,
I
whoa,
believe
whoa,
in
whoa,
that, and
whoa,
I-
whoa.
and
Let
I-
What
me-
about a
Yes.
woman that
Huh.
brings a lot of threesomes to a man? Can we talk about that?
But that's your relationship.
You're
with your
welcome.
man. That's,
Okay.
That's a different
That
thing.
was not the context
That's
of the
a different
conversation.
thing.
No, it is.
But so you mentioned earlier that that's sexist. Here's a news flash. Reality is sexist.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whether
that's
you want to accept it or not,
No,
it's
I accept
unfortunate.
it. I
but
accept
I don't.
it.
We on this podcast we don't deal with should, coulds, or what it should be. It's what is. The reality is, you can get into a club for free. You will get invited to social situations
And
that
why
none
is
of us
that?
at the table.
For men.
Yeah, but
Girls are there for men.
but that's-
because men go to
let
clubs
me-
to go fuck girls.
let me finish though. What I'm trying to say is that women have no issues with sexism when it benefits them, but they do have an issue with it when it doesn't benefit them. I accept the reality that reality is sexist. But as soon as I said a man that's promiscuous is not the same as a promiscuous woman, that's sexist. Yeah, it is sexist because a man has to create value versus a woman has to preserve hers. It's just that women don't like it when the sexism negatively impacts them, but they're all for it when it positively helps them.
Can I ask
So-
what
Vice
sexism
versa,
favors?
the
Like,
way-
how does sexism favor me in any sense?
No, there's benefits to being a woman and there's
Pretty
benefits to being a man. But there are a lot of benefits, I would argue, in today's modern day society that benefit women that are inherently sexist that you're complaining about. But when I said something very small, hey, a promiscuous man is not the same as a promiscuous woman, you were to say, that's sexist.